Welcome to the 2026 edition of Black to Business, your weekly radio show hosted by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We thank each and one of you for always joining us on your lunch day and on your lunch break. And hopefully and prayerfully, you're eating something good today. So I know you had those black-eyed peas and cabbages the other day, and I know you had some king cake on yesterday for King's Day. So here it is, the day after King's Day, and it is, as Al Johnson once said, it's carnival time. So with that being said, today's guest is the president and CEO of the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation, and a person who knows everything about New Orleans and pretty much everything about business. So I'm going to introduce to some and present to others my guest for today, Mr. David Saint Etienne. Brother David, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. I'm very happy to be here and supporting the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We at the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation serves 10 chambers around the state, covering all 64 parishes, and we're very happy to do so. And this is one of our anchor chambers, if you will, throughout the state. So I'm very pleased to be here.
All right. So can you tell the listening audience who is David Saint Etienne?
David Saint Etienne is a born native of New Orleans, a son of the Saul, if you will. Started in business in 1984. So I've been around 41 years in small business entrepreneur growth. And we are committed, if you will, to growing that small business ecosystem in New Orleans and the surrounding region.
All right. Can you tell us about your educational and business background?
Education goes very deep into small business entrepreneurship. That's been my entire life. And bringing that forward to working with the New Orleans Regional Chamber and those expertise or experiences that I've had in trying to help duplicate, create, learn from lessons learned that I have had, and create new entrepreneurs, but also develop and grow existing entrepreneurs into second stage businesses.
Got it. So what is the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation? When did it get started? And what is your role? And how do you help small businesses and chambers throughout the state do what they need to do to help others in business continue to excel?
Very good question. So Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation was started in 2018 by myself and Kalisha Garrett. Our mission is to provide technical assistance for the creation and development of regional business chambers of commerce and support the creation and expansion of locally owned businesses across the state. This was 2018, in late 2018, until present day. We're still accomplishing that mission with 10 existing chambers throughout the state, once again, covering all 64 parishes, providing those chambers with strategic planning, board governance, and programming to expand their base, educate their members, and develop those small businesses within their regions.
All right. We have a caller. Fellow board member, Brother Ed Robinson. You're on the air.
Hey, man, it's been a pleasure just sitting there listening at you and David, how we have been with the New Orleans Regional Chamber for years, and now we have expanded. We just want to make sure that people are listening at us and making sure that they understand that we are here for them and that David and them is moving forward. And I just wanted to just chime in and say, thank you, Dave. Thank you for doing what you do.
You're welcome. This is Ed Robinson that's on the phone with Illinois Security, and Ed and I have been knowing each other 30 years plus, and he's been one of the pillars of our small business community, and actually one has grown to the second stage and beyond in commitment to growing his company throughout. But also, Ed has been tremendous advocate of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber as well as Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation, and committed to helping others grow throughout, giving subcontracts through his business, but also participating fully in every event that he can to support business in this community. Fully. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Brother Robinson.
Yeah, David, would you believe it? This would be our 50th year with Jazz Fest.
Wow.
And we're actually starting to recruit employees from small business. Anybody that wants to work that can pass. Unfortunately, they got to pass a background check. But we've just been elated to be there 50 years as a small business and to come from COVID, to come from Katrina, and there are other businesses that have hung in there. And matter of fact, I hope one day that we look at making some type of a survey of how many businesses have survived from Katrina and the pandemic.
Okay. Well, Brother Robinson, I will make a note of that so we can start to put that survey together to see exactly where we stand with that. So thank you, as always, Brother Robinson, for being a board member, and not only being a board member, but being a pillar of the community and an outstanding citizen of the city of New Orleans and the surrounding areas, and also being a mentor and doing all the things that you have done and continue to do.
Thank you very much. Y'all just continue to work.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
All right.
So, and if you're out there and you're listening and you want to call in or dial in to be a part of the conversation, phone in, dial in, call in at 504-582-9422. Thank you, Brother Robinson. Brother David.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell the listening audience about the Agri-Aquaculture Center of Excellence? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you absolutely did. It can be a tongue twisting, if you will. But the Agri-Aquaculture Center of Excellence is located in Harvey, Louisiana. It's one of the towers, if you will, of the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce. And when I say that, we've got the CCGI, the Chamber Growth Initiative. We have the technical assistance programs. We have an assistance to farmers, which comes under our Louisiana Agriculture Center of Excellence, if you will. And that particular facility in Harvey, Louisiana, is where we house 2,000 catfish. We biodigest that waste, turn it into fertilizer, and then hydroponically feed, if you will, 8,000 head of lettuce per month is which we actually produce in a romaine lettuce, a red and a green. So we're the only one in Louisiana, of course, the largest there is, and we're looking to expand very soon. Matter of fact, this afternoon I'll sign a lease agreement with Jefferson Parish Schools, and we're leasing some land right down the street where we will actually be going 4 times our capacity with that additional land and growing additional type of crops.
Wow.
And this is transformative from a prospect of food deserts and providing healthy food, but also the whole center is based on STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math. So we have people that we come to our classes. We have a 14-week class that we put on, and we train adults, if you will, on agri-aqua and the processes of that. And we had our first cohort graduate about a month ago, which was fantastic. We got great reviews from that. We'll have another cohort coming up in March. So if you want to participate in that, you can. And very quickly, you can just go to our website, if you will, which is the LA Chamber Foundation.org. And that's the LA Chamber Foundation.org, and register for that upcoming class in agri-aqua.
Okay. Good deal. So please register. Please get involved. And as we was having a strategic planning meeting a couple of weeks ago, he was telling me about some other stuff that's in the works. And I, in particular, asked about, Washington Parish, because Washington Parish is one of the parishes that are under the umbrella of LCCF and the farmers. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on. So please stay tuned, and please stay looking at the website and see the things that are forthcoming so you can be a part of those things. Now, Brother David, can you please tell the listening audience about your history and legacy with the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce and the importance of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce?
I'll tell you, so myself, Kalisha Garrett, Michelle Gobert, all formed a team along with some great board members such as Ed Robinson and the like. Have been working with the NRBCC as a board member at that time for the last 15 years. And since then, the NRBCC had grown from 100 members to over 534. But most importantly, is getting our business to understand and know who each other are. And we have a role and responsibility to doing business with each other first,
Right.
before seeking outside of that community. So we can actually build wealth and technical expertise by working with each other. So one of the things that is very important to any small business here within our listening audience is to join the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber, understand the technical programs that they put on. For instance, we've got a working on QuickBook Basics for Business starting February 9th for 3 weeks, 2 nights a week. And we have an advanced QuickBook starting March 30th, same sequence, 3 weeks, 2 nights a week. And this is in conjunction with the NROBCC. It's free courses that we provide. We are grant and philanthropy funded, so we're able to do this for free. But these are key components of growing your business. And obviously the QuickBooks is in the financial realm, but we also put on these technical assistance programs in the legal, HR, and digital footprint, creating a website, which you just had one completed as well. So you want to log into NRBC site and constantly, or the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation site, and be able to register for these classes and participate for free in order to grow your businesses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I was looking through YouTube, and I Googled you and looked you up, and I saw a interview of you on YouTube speaking about 10 years after Hurricane Katrina and the importance of black businesses and how black businesses have not been back up and running like they should be then.
Mm-hmm.
And can you expound on that? And have we made any difference since that time?
That is a very interesting question. I don't think that we've made the strides that we could have in the last 10 years. And particularly now in this particular federal climate, I think that we have to work together even more and focus on working together to build our own fabric and our own financial sustainability with the event of social media and the marketing opportunities that we have. You have an opportunity to reach out and market your business at a much lower rate than you had before because of social media. Right now, I think the opportunities in the city of New Orleans are vast. We've got a lot of steady projects that are going on. I think the issue with our small business is, one, cohesiveness, meaning that you've got to join an organization such as the Chamber so you can understand the steps and have access to these opportunities. You may see a very large opportunity come through, such as the new plants that have been announced throughout the state of Louisiana, and you see it as a $50 million, $100 million, $500 million project, and you don't know where you fit in. But all of the subs on there need additional subs in order to provide the work, right? So whether that be in security, whether it be in catering, whether it be in providing portalets, whether it be in providing outreach services to bring on other small businesses, there are a host and number of ways to fit in. And the Chamber is one that identifies those ways and bring it to its members so that you can get in where you fit in, so to speak. But those opportunities are there. But when you look at them on the surface, it looks like this big elephant, and where do I take a bite at, right? So I'm thinking that the growth of small business in our small business ecosystem in New Orleans and the region around has got to be through working with the Chamber and identifying those opportunities that the Chamber has identified, if you will, and understanding where to fit in.
Oh, yeah. And especially now, as on yesterday, we celebrated King's Day. And as I said, as Al Johnson said, it's carnival time. And with it being carnival time, there is a plethora of business opportunities for black businesses in particular. One of the things that I always speak of, because I am a proud member of the Zulu Associated Pleasure Club, we always do business for carnival time with all businesses. And what we need more of, we need more black business to sell Mardi Gras items. We need black businesses to start building floats and things of that nature. Because guess what? We spent a whole bunch of money during this time. And if we can continue to spend money with one another and to recycle these funds that we're spending, it will be a beautiful world, as Louis Satchmo Armstrong said. So, Brother David, do you have any input or anything on that?
No one loves Mardi Gras or any one of the entertainment opportunities that we have in the city more than I do. However, it's partying with a purpose. We provide, for instance, at one of the largest, if not the largest, black sports entertainment opportunities in the nation, which is, of course, the Bayou Classic.
Right.
The Friday before Bayou Classic, we perform a trade fair outreach type of show, if you will, which is what we call Business at Bayou. It's held at the Hyatt Regency the day before Bayou Classic, and we have some phenomenal panels on there, which is policy, if you will, and Congressman Troy Carter Sr. always comes to that. We have health policies going on. We have opportunities from secretaries of departments of the state coming to talk about opportunities in DOTD or in Department of Administration or in workforce. And this is opportunities for us to learn. But also we had over 70 vendors there to share their goods and wares and sell them there, but also interact with each other. There are resource partners such as DOTD, such as SBA, such as Apex that are also there for you. This is all free to you. So while the Bayou Classic is a great entertainment event, we implemented this 5 years ago, and it's party with a purpose. We've got to insert ourselves into the business aspects of these parties.
Got to. So how is LCCF involved in the local community?
We're involved in the local community through our partnership with New Orleans Regional Black Chamber. So while we support the 10 chambers, we do it behind the scenes, and the face forward is the local chamber. We do not have members. The local chambers have members, and that's why it's so important to join those local chambers. And we support those chambers through events, training, and education. And when I talk about events, one of them that's going to be coming up at the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber is we call a Carpet Connect. It's where they will actually have 3 to 4 major carpets in the room, along with their minority vendors, whether they're members or non-members. It's free to you to come and understand and learn how to do business with those major carpets. Those carpets will be there to talk about how to do business with them, and each one of them will get an opportunity to speak, representing their particular corporations, and our small businesses and members and non-members will be there to learn on how to engage. And this is something that our members will not, or New Orleans Regional Black Chamber members and non-members in this region will not have access to a corporate member if it wasn't facilitated by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber, and behind them we stand in organizing this particular event and setting it up. So there'll be 4 of those throughout this year.
Correct.
We suggest that you come to all 4. There'll be different corporates at each one, and it's a fantastic opportunity to insert yourself into the economic lane, if you will, in understanding how to do business with these corporates.
Okay. What are some of the biggest challenges you've faced, and how did you keep going?
The biggest challenge is always in time management, and because every small business has a very small marketing budget, and you're usually the president, chief, janitor, and everything else. And so time management is key, as to how are you managing your time and making sure that you're working not only in the business, but on the business. So in growing small business, I've always noticed in over 95% of all small business in the United States, due to the Department of Commerce, is they don't have any employees at all, right?
Right.
We sole entrepreneurs in that regard. So getting to a point where you can hire your first employee is critical. The Workforce Department, which I sit on the board for that for the state, has 2 different programs to help assist you with that first employee. And one is that they carry the payroll 100% for 6 months with this particular individual, and you've got to guarantee them $12 an hour. You got to guarantee 6 months of work, if you will, and be full time. In that process, if they work out, then they want you to hire them. The other program is whereas it's on your payroll, and the state reimburse you 50% of that particular person. This helps you get from the point of working in the business to working on the business and being able to grow, and lowers that hurdle of your first employee. And that's the critical step for you growing your business and getting to the next level.
All right. So if you have any questions or you want to be a part of the conversation, dial in phone at 504-582-9422. What legacy do you want to leave as David St. Etienne in the city of New Orleans and surrounding areas through LCCF or the Accra Agriculture Center of Excellence?
Well, through LCCF, the whole team there, Kalisha, myself, Jarvis, Karita Consuela, Paul Patton, the whole team, and Kali, and all the other people we have working around the state, Kenya and all, what we want to be able to do is to grow millionaires. So we want to be able to grow as many small businesses into second stage businesses and onward from there. When we talk about second stage, this is where you get into the next level of business and you need additional funding. You may need angel investors. You may need equity investment, if you will, and you're actually going to the next level. So we want to grow as many millionaires as we possibly can. And New Orleans is one of the best places to start.
Gotcha. All right, so community calendar. This Friday will be our first Friday at Africa Love, located at 3110 Magazine Street. So members, please come out. And if you want to be a member, please come out and mingle and mix with other small business owners, black business owners, and also give support and love to Africa Love, who is a black business, and we all need the support of one another. Happy hours from 5 to 7, and you will have time to speak on your business and talk about your business. Also, King's Day was on yesterday, as I said before. This Saturday at the aquarium will be the Zulu Lundi Gras press conference. So please come out and be a part of that. I'd like to give a shout out and congratulations to my classmate, class of 90, Coach Kim Lewis. And please stay tuned for all the other stuff dealing with the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. I can be reached at norbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com, 504-343-1138. And I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board. Brother David, do you have any closing remarks for the listening audience, in particular with the LCCF and the Accra Agriculture?
Absolutely. So most people hesitate on when to start a business or what to do with their business, and the key is to start it now. Do not hesitate, but you have to have a business plan. Can't just go out, run out there. So the issue is formulate your idea, and then execute on that idea. For those that are already in business, it's going to be state of road. Things will change, but stay focused on what you do. Become a subject matter expert on what you do. And that way, when you do that, then people will lend to you and lean to you to do business because of the expertise that you have. I know all that sounds very easy. It's very difficult to stay focused in a time when you're hand to mouth, feeding yourself financially. These are very difficult times in that. But there's always been difficult in that for small business. There's nothing new. So stay focused, join the chamber, participate in the programs, and take the lessons learned from that to grow your business.
Next week's guest, thank you, Brother David. Next week's guest is Mr. Will Turner of Burns Cigar Lounge in Slidell, Louisiana. So please visit Burn, and please tune in to see what Brother Turner has to say. Brother Turner and I have been friends since middle school, and it is truly a joy and a pleasure to see what he's done and who he has become. And tune in next week and call in to get the knowledge of a black man having a cigar business that is phenomenal in Slidell, Louisiana. So once again, thank you, and may the Lord our God continue to bless you as you continue to be a blessing to others. Thank you, and see you next week.
Thank you, Ed. We appreciate you having us on. Please go to our website, lachamberfoundation.org, to register for any of the classes that are free. You can see all the upcoming events that we're partnering with NRBCC with. Thank you so very much.
All right, and hopefully we can have you on quarterly.
Absolutely.